All right, we made it. We're outside. So today, in this episode, we're going to be checking out my brand new all-terrain tires, the Falken Wildpeak AT3Ws. So far, I like them a lot, but I'll tell you more about that later. For now, let's hit the dirt. Okay, so spent a couple days with the brand new wheels on the Ford F150 XLT. So far, so good. They are actually performing extremely well. I've actually been able to use them in a variety of different circumstances so far, just in one weekend. So that's great. I live in Arizona. It is the kind of end of summer, but still in the peak of monsoon season. If you can tell, the ground is really wet. We just got some rain. I know I'm in Arizona in the desert and I'm in a sweatshirt, but it's actually kind of cold at 7,000 feet. Who would have thought? Anyways, the Falken Wildpeak AT3s are performing wonderfully. I did a few different types of trails, both rocky, muddy, tons of dirt, sand, every single type of terrain that you could think of I hit this weekend, and so far so good. Right now these suckers are at 40 psi. For all of my driving this weekend off-road, I was running at about 22 psi. So they felt really good. I feel that they performed very, very well. I had one instance where I didn't have favorable performance, but I don't blame the tire on that. I think it's mostly my rig and lack of time to adequately traverse the trail, we'll say. But so far, so good. They're doing really, really well. The very first night I was here, I was driving in some thick Arizona clay mud, and they were great. They were totally packed full of mud, but I never slipped one time, and I really mean that. I didn't move at all. I felt totally in control in four-wheel drive low with these tires. Whether that's the tires or the truck or me, I don't know. But I imagine a big part of that has to do with the tires. That being said, so far so good. they're doing great. I have 285, 75, 17s. If you haven't seen my review on these brand new Icon, they're a little dirty now, these brand new Icon Alpha wheels, make sure to check that out. I'll link it in the description. They're performing very, very well. This is my first trip with these wheels on. No damage as far as I could tell. They're handling well. These brand new all-terrain tires really round out the package, and this is the biggest tire I think I could fit on this truck without doing like a 4 or a 6-inch lift on it. It's a pretty wide tire, not quite 35 by 12.5. I wanted to go a little bit smaller so that I knew that I wouldn't have any issues with rubbing on the rear and forward crash bars. But all that being said, they're performing very, very well. I haven't noticed any rubbing, even off-roading. I was doing some crazy articulating trails. I did a couple technical trails with a lot of rocks and roots, and having to get out and scope my trail, make sure that I attacked it the right way, that way I didn't end up leaving with a few dents and dings. I don't know if you could tell, it's pretty late at night. Just ate dinner, winding down for bed, so you might not be able to tell, but she's got a few Arizona pinstripes, if you know what I mean. But that's what you would expect with a truck for overlanding, at least in the high desert. So, what do I think about these tires? These tires are doing excellent.